Welcome to today's episode of the DDC Podcast. I'm your host, Daniela Del Carpio, and I'm so happy to have you join me on this journey of unlocking your true potential. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode of this podcast. Today I want to share with you guys my top 3 tips on how to successfully stick to your meal plan. I have been doing this for the past 14 years. It's been a long time that I have been following a meal plan. I have made so many mistakes in the past. I've tried all the different diets that you can imagine. I've tried all the different tricks, magic pills, and everything, which is why I can give you the 3 things that have worked for me, the 3 things that are working for me, and the 3 tips that I always tell my clients to ensure that they are on track with everything and that they get the results that they want. So my tip number 1 that I have for you, and probably the main one, is to learn from setbacks. If you were off track a few days or maybe even a few weeks, don't view this as a failure. Because if you do, you're simply going to punish yourself. You're simply going to tell yourself that you are not capable of doing this. You're simply going to tell yourself that you are so maybe dumb, that you are a failure. And that's just not going to make you feel good. That's only going to hold you back. And this is only going to stop you from following the meal plan and from doing this in the first place. So next time you have those days that, things don't go as planned, which happens. Remember that you also have a life. We have a life outside just our meal plan and our fitness. We also have things going on. We also have very unexpected things that happen every day on a weekly basis. We cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow. So if something does happen and for whatever reason you are off track or you were off track, simply try to reflect on what triggered the setbacks and think about how you can handle similar situations in the future. Because we all make mistakes. We are all humans. We are not robots. We are not perfect. But if you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, then you're simply never going to reach the goals that you want to reach. You will simply never grow as a person. But if you want to grow, if you want to reach that goal, you have to learn from this. You have to reflect, taking the time to understand what happened, why that happened, and how can you deal with the situation better. Maybe, let's say, for example, maybe you were off track a few days because you were feeling very upset. Something happened at work. Okay, let's just imagine something happened and that made you very upset. So because you're upset, you're eating lots of junk food. You're eating lots of chocolate because that's what makes you feel good. So next time you also have a stressful situation at work, if you already know that eating food is going to make you feel better, try to do something. Try to reflect on why are you feeling upset in the first place. Be aware of the emotions, be aware of what's going on, and try to solve that problem instead of you just solving that with something superficial like ice cream, cookies, and chocolate. Because that might make you feel good at the time when you're eating it, but afterwards, you're simply going to feel guilty, you're simply going to feel upset, and it's going to be just a cycle that I'm sure you want to get out of, and the cycle that you don't want to continue doing. So do something about it now, and this is going to make things much, much easier for you to reach those goals. Step number 2 that I have for you is to include foods that you love. This one's a very important one as well. Every single tip is so important. But often a mistake that I see people doing, and something that I've done in the past as well, is that I will make a meal plan for myself, or I see people doing this, and they are just too restrictive. They think that in order for you to lose weight, you have to eat just chicken and rice and broccoli and nothing else. No bread, no carbs, or reduced carbs. And that's just not something that you want to do for yourself. Why will you punish yourself doing things that are only going to make you feel miserable, that you're not going to enjoy, that you might stick to this for maybe the first few weeks, but this is not sustainable, not realistic. It's just not something that I'm sure you want for yourself. And it's not something that I will want for myself. So if you want to make this your lifestyle, you need to have a very realistic approach. And enjoy what you're doing. That's the key, guys. Enjoy. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, it's going to be much, much easier for you to give up. It's going to be much, much easier for you to stop doing what you are currently doing. And then it's going to be much easier for you to go back to square one. So if you love ice cream, if you love chocolate just like me, if you love cookies, or maybe if you love, let's say, chips, this is something that you can include in your meal plan as well. Obviously, don't make your whole meal plan just junk food, just burgers and ice cream and cookies, because you also have to think about your health. You also have to think about that just having those foods might not give you the energy and the nutrients that your body needs. So it's more about like finding a balance that can help you that will make you enjoy what you're doing, but at the same time ensure that you're getting all the nutrients that your body and your brain needs to continue living the life that you want to live. And the last tip that I have for you is to prep your meals in advance. Preparation is key, and preparation is everything. Again, everything that we learn here, it doesn't apply just to your fitness journey. It applies to your day-to-day life, to your business, to your career, to everything. If you're not ready, if you're not prepared, you're simply gonna maybe fail. You're simply gonna be more likely to do things that you don't want to do, but you just do it because it's more easy, it's more convenient. If your meals are not ready, I can guarantee you're simply gonna grab something like a quick option, or maybe have a takeaway just because you're hungry and you want something that's very quick. And then you're gonna feel guilty about it. Then you're gonna feel like, I should have my meals ready next time. Again, don't make the same mistakes over and over again. Make the mistake once, learn from the mistake, and try something different next time. If you keep making this mistake multiple times, you're simply not gonna reach those goals. You have to be realistic, and you have to be honest with yourself. You can lie to everyone. You can lie to your coach. You can lie to your friends, to your partner, anyone that you want, but you cannot lie to yourself. Let's stop being lazy and let's start being more prepared with our meals and with the things that we want to do to reach that goal. And when I say prep your meals, I don't just mean prep your meals Monday to Friday for when you go to work. My advice is also to prep your meals for the weekends, because often on the weekends is when we tend to go off track. Often on the weekends is when we tend to be a little bit more sociable, go out with our friends, with our families, things happen, you want to see your friend that you haven't seen in a while, whatever. If you have your meals ready with you, it's going to be much, much easier for you to take those meals or your snacks, take them with you. That way you're not snacking too much or eating things that you shouldn't be eating. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, be very specific and be very clear with what you want, because that's going to help you to stay focused, and that's going to help you to ensure that you are prepared Monday to Sunday. The work has to be done Monday to Sunday, not just Monday to Friday. It has to be done every single day. Even if you have one bad day, don't let that one bad day turn into 2 days, 3 days, and then a whole week. Get back up and try again. And just one little tip, an extra bonus tip that I want to give you, is that you need to have, or maybe you should be having, a flexible and realistic approach. If you have been following me for a while, you will know that my approach is very realistic. It's more about focusing on lifestyle changes rather than quick fixes, rather than just doing something for a short period of time that will give you results for a short period of time, but it won't give you those results that you want long term. It won't give you those sustainable and realistic results that you want for your life. If you truly want to make a difference in your life, you need to make something that is flexible and that is realistic. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not allowed to have this, or I'm not allowed to have this ice cream or these cookies, you will simply restrict yourself too much, like way too much. Your body and your brain is going to crave this ice cream, these cookies. And trust me, you're going to give up very soon, and you're simply going to go and reach for those things because your body wants it. Whenever we tell ourselves, I cannot have this or I cannot have that, the first thing that your brain wants is that thing, because you're restricting yourself. So don't make that mistake again. Keep it simple, keep it realistic, keep it sustainable, and that's what's going to guarantee a long-term success. Make those changes, small changes on a daily basis that will give you so many things and so much more benefits for the future. It's all about the little things that we do on a daily basis. It's all about building those habits. It's all about just enjoying the process. That's the main thing. So just a quick recap of the 3 tips that will help you be successful to sticking with your meal plan. Number 1, learn from setbacks, reflect, and don't make the same mistake twice. Include foods that you love. That's my second tip. Make sure that you are enjoying what you're doing and what you're eating, because you're going to be the one eating those meals every single day. So make sure you enjoy everything. And my last tip is to prepare your meals in advance. Preparation is key. So don't leave anything for last minute. Don't leave anything for tomorrow. If you can get it done right now, get it done now. And my bonus tip, and something I want to remind you again, is that you need to have a flexible and realistic approach. You need to make this part of your lifestyle. Stop with the quick fixes. Stop with the 6-week challenges. That's another topic for a different podcast, because That's something that truly, truly annoys me when I see people doing these challenges, which is an amazing motivation, but it's just not sustainable, guys. But I hope you like this episode. I hope these tips help you to stay on track with your meal plan. I hope this can make a difference in you. If you like this episode, make sure to share it on your social media and tag me at Daniela del Carpio. Until next time, and as I always say, don't ever stop believing in yourself. Ciao.